Okay, so to solve a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula, we're going to use this formula here. And the first thing that we need to do is identify the A, the B, and the C for this quadratic equation. So A is going to be the coefficient of x squared with the sign. So A equals positive 2. B is going to be the coefficient of the term that has the x. So you don't have a number there, that means it's a 1 and a plus sign before that, then B is equal to 1. And then C is going to be the constant or the independent term in the quadratic equation. In this case, it's negative 10, okay? The sign is very, very important. So after that, we have our quadratic formula, which is x equals, remember that when we're solving a quadratic equation, what we're trying to find is the value of x. So when it says solve, you have to find the value of x. So x is going to be equal to negative b plus minus, this plus minus sign means that whatever we get inside the square root, we're going to have two options, one with a positive sign here and the other one subtracting, okay? So I'll explain that at the end. So first b squared, so this is b squared minus 4ac, no? So it's 4 times a times c divided by 2 times a. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to substitute each one of the letters with the values that we have over here. So negative b, since b it's 1, so it's negative 1. Plus minus the square root of b squared, b is 1, so I'm just substituting instead of b, I'm writing a 1. Then minus 4 times a, which in this case is 2, times c, which is negative 10, okay? And then divided by 2 times 2, because a is equal to 2. So after you substituted everything, you just keep on working on that, solving step by step, using always PEMDAS, okay? So 1 squared is 1 minus 4. I'm going to solve this first, multiply 2 times negative 10, which is negative 20 here, and then divided by 2 times 2, which is 4. So again, x equals negative 1, then plus minus 1, negative 4 times negative 20, negative and negative is positive, and 4 times 20 is plus 80 here, divided by 4. So x equals negative 1 plus and minus square root of 81 divided by 4. And the square root of 81 is 9. But this sign, this plus and minus, what I was telling you, what you're going to do is you're going to divide this into this plus and negative are going to divide one of them. You're going to use the plus. You're going to add the square root of 81 divided by 4. And the other one, you're going to subtract it. So you get your two solutions or your two zeros, like we did when we were solving it by factoring and by graphing, okay? So after that, this is minus 1 plus 9 divided by 4. That's 8 divided by 4, which is 2. And the other one is negative 1 minus 9 divided by 4. This is negative 10 fourths, which is negative 5 halves. So your two solutions for x, or the two zeros, are 2 and negative 5 halves. So what that means is that if you were to graph this parabola or this quadratic function, you would get a parabola facing up that crosses the x-axis in 2 and in minus 5 halves, okay? Or negative 5 halves. So